Hello, my name is Axel, and as part of my assignment, my first assignment for the conversation class, I'll be approaching this topic of migration from a humanizing point. As a psychology student, I'd like to connect it this way, and well, I'll start uh, from Peruvian point of view as well. And this is something that I've seen and I've often heard, and I think that migration is often feared. Um, not only in Peru and in South America, everywhere. This is a very controversial topic, and I think that, well, even though people are afraid of migration, everything we like about our country, our traditions, our food, music, has been created. It's been a product of migration as well, and I don't think that migration destroys culture, or it actually, I think that it creates it through fusion. And yeah, um, um, talking about the roots, the reasons, the cause, I would say there's a decision behind it, and I think that this is people deciding to live in their countries, their their families, their friends, their jobs. I don't think it's never going to be a light decision to make. I think um, people leave because authoritarian regime is war, economical stability, multiple reasons. I don't think this is a very easy thing to do. I think we can see it in Peru. We could see it. We can still see it. A lot of Venezuelan people, they had to flee their country because of like the political situation. And I think that nobody leaves their family and their friends because they love to do it. But I think the situation has pushed them to do this. And um, uh, behind the statistics, behind everything, there's like real people with real families. Um, I like to also talk a little bit about challenges, but in this case, focusing on the stigma, xenophobia. Uh, it's true. Um, these families have or these people have to, like people who migrate, have to face xenophobia and different challenges. And I think populist politicians and media often they often fuel fear by blaming crimes and to gain votes, which is quite sad. But I think I'd like to debunk this. Like the data actually shows that most migrants, immigrants, um, they're highly motivated to integrate, so they probably want to be perform committing any criminal activity. I think these fear-based policies, this is not like they just get discriminated on the street. I think that this goes more discrimination, the fear, like the xenophobia blends into the system, into it becomes a law, and then this determines the legal fate and status of people, human beings. Um, Finally, I would like to talk about this paradox, this dilemma. As a traveler, I've never migrated, but I've met, I have a lot of students who are immigrants themselves, and I have seen it as well. I think that distance creates this kind of dilemma, this paradox. Um, the farther I've been out of Peru, I have experienced more connection with my country, with my roots, with my culture. I think that it has actually taught me to identify myself. Uh, and I think that once you leave your country, it's not like you're leaving your roots. I think there's a high chance that you can connect more with it. And la- uh, in conclusion, I'll just like to say that migration is a human thing and is about empathy. Our own Peruvian instability should remind us that this could happen to any of us. And yeah, that would be it.